Okay, here is our second video of the night. This is from
the post we stumbled across earlier.
yeah, that he was commenting on, and it kind of got out of hand. I got blocked in my comments. You can't see them.
This is all deleted, so we got it up on Facebook still.
I actually was able to get these loaded onto my Facebook before he deleted it all, so I've got to be really careful not to touch anything, or we will lose it all. So it's from this post that you saw on the other video, and it got really out of hand. He's basically saying that...
Oh, stop right there at that one. So he's saying, David Roby, no, I never discussed it with anyone but you, Sunshine. So he's using that emotional, trying to pick at me. Sunshine must be an Army military thing. You know what? I heard it before, too. It's a military thing.
Oh, yeah, Mary?
Okay, Susie. This site was set up for vets to ag, which you are not. I am. I'm a vet, and I do ag. We have a 7-acre farm. We have greenhouse and big 96 by 30 greenhouse. And
I'm going to get pigs and goats.
Yes.
Soon.
I do ags. We do fruits, veggies. We have several fruit trees, apples, pears, blueberries, multiple berries, cherries, 3 different varieties of cherries. So, yeah, I do ag. And I'm probably going to do industrial hemp next year and maybe lease some additional property over from us to plant a big plot. But I do ag, and I am a vet. I've dealt with the USDA too. On the federal level, they know me very well and have helped me out immensely too. Now, offer to meet and discuss with you. No, I'm not going to meet you. File false reports, which you end up getting in trouble for. No. I ain't in trouble for anything. They're still actually being investigated. And I'll be sure to call them tomorrow to check on his status, just because I'm not a liar or a coward. As for rants, one can look at your page and see a 20-minute rant by you about me after I called you out for making a comment about having a little birdie watch my house. No. I called you out for abusing your military with Purple Heart VSO status to support a political candidate. The little birdie comment was basically someone said that you have signs in your front yard. I asked him if it was true. And I said, well, little birdie told me you have Ojeda signs in your front yard. And I asked that person to provide me a picture as proof. They couldn't do so, so I removed the comment because it's not fair to make an accusation without evidence or proof. So I removed it, and then he's running with this birdie comment like I'm stalking him, and I have people watching him and all kind of crazy nonsense. He's just playing the victim, trying to be all...
Yeah, he mentions that we stalk him, but
yeah,
he made everything public.
Yeah, everything we found about him is public. You can find it on the internet if you look. We've done a lot of research.
When someone's trying to tarnish my husband's name and our family name, well, then I'm going to look to see who you are. Sorry, it's just the way it works.
And I would do the same for my wife. That's just the way it should be. David Roby, you're nothing but a political hack, and I'm glad Kent and his group called you and others to come on here and further confirm. Who's the others? I'm the only one that said this, and the reason why I'm saying this is because we have a history there, bud. Because you slandered me and defamed me, and when I see you doing it to someone else, I'm going to call you out.
No one else is on here. I
know, there's no one else on here. He's got this thing that he's so important. Now, this between him and I is because he has defamed and slandered me. My name, and he continues to do so when he can. So I'm going to call him out on it. He goes on the page is mine. No, it's not, because you actually used it for the state purposes. Blah, blah, blah. He's silly. If Kenley Hart wants to speak with me over this, he has my number. No one's going to call you, dude. We don't care. Be happy to chat anytime. No one wants to chat with you. Who would want to chat with you when you're slandering them? I don't want to. This is about the most interaction you're going to get with me unless you bump into me somewhere. I don't want that to happen.
The only reason we do this is because he runs so many things that he gets really he can't keep track of all of his lies and what he said, and we actually caught him in a lie in this post. Hilarious.
I called him a liar. Why'd you remove the screenshot of you exposing it then? Because I put up a screenshot of him exposing my personal information where he actually did do that. He's like, I didn't know it was between me and you. No, you're a liar. You did. And I reposted it up down here at the bottom. You can see it, a screenshot there.
I can't click on
He goes on talking about this, that, and the other. Cemetery. Oh, wait, go back up a second. Go back up. He goes, obviously you forgot that I have the entire messenger conversation you and I had about the cemetery copied. He says some pretty nasty things in the conversation. Standards? What standards? You have none. It's simply the James McCormick Show. About the whole cemetery thing, when I moved back home in 2012, I was looking for a job in West Virginia because I was working for the federal government at the time for the National Cemeteries, the NCA. So I have experience and knowledge about cemeteries and how national cemeteries are ran, and the state cemetery is supposed to be ran the same way under national shrine standards. So he asked me to go take pictures and take a look at the cemetery because it was in bad disrepair. But before that, in 2012, I actually called because there was a job opening for the caretaker foreman's job. And I called the administrator there at the cemetery at the time. This was a woman, lovely lady. And she said they had a position coming open. And it was on the West Virginia state site. So I went and looked at it. And honestly, I would have loved to take it because I love doing veteran burials and the cemeteries and stuff. It was an honor to do so for several years. But unfortunately, family and priorities, the job paid half of what I was making on the federal level. So I'm not going to take a job that paid half of that.
Plus, we wouldn't have to stay down in this area.
Right. And plus, we were an hour and a half away from Charleston. And I take a half pay cut. No one would do that in their right mind. It's crazy. So I told her, I said, yeah, I looked at the job, but I can't take how much a pay cut. She goes, oh, I understand that. She goes, we don't get paid near what the federal level does. Very respectfully, nice lady. That was the only time I looked at working for the cemetery in Charleston. He goes off this rant and this lie about it, saying that, I was out for this blood, not for this job, and making this, that, and the other. And here's actually, I don't know if you can see it or not, Veteran Cemetery Institute. This is unsat. We need to do something about this. I know James McCormick has been raising a fuss, and now I know why. Anyone willing to volunteer sometime to help us straighten this out once the weather clears? So this is March 29th, 2018.
Posted by Joshua Squat.
Posted by Joshua Squat. So he's saying McCormick was raising hell about it, but yet McCormick is saying I was raising hell about it. All I do is take pictures, give them to McCormick, and on his one page, I have the whole screenshot of that whole conversation and about the condition of it and the standards of it. I didn't contact anybody. I didn't call anybody. It's not my place to. I said I could possibly look into it on the VA level and see. But
James loves to say that others have done something that he has done.
He's done. He does that. That's a MO of his. It's things he does.
I'm not a liar, a coward, he said.
Right.
Whoa.
So he's things that he says what thou sayest thou doest. He says it about other people, and in turn, it's actually him that does it. So we'll move on here. We won't make this too long. I'm not going to call you highly doubt Commissioner Leonhardt will either. Your radio shows seriously could care less like everyone else. Why would I want to be a part of the James McCormick Show? I'm not going to feed into his ego.
It's actually traumatic brain injury show.
Yeah. I said, you mean your podcast? Phil Payton never cut a deal. He kind of did. He did. He was saying, hey, I'm calling you, I'm reaching out, and you said you were talking to him the night before. Next day he calls me. Yeah, it looks pretty much like he's cutting a deal, trying to talk to me and de-escalate the situation or whatever.
Hey, don't you have the text from where he tried to reach you and then right after Payton?
Yeah, I have it. I have the text from him on the 6th and Payton's messenger message on the 7th. And Payton, you really shouldn't have got involved in this if you see this. Sorry, but, I warned you and I told you not to, and you kept coming with it and whatever. Between you and I, where you was crying about over another service member who was disabled getting a benefit. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I wasn't crying about. If you deserve a benefit for your service, you deserve a benefit for your service. So what's Roby do? He tries to slander and lie on them. That's your MO, and everyone knows it. Again, what he said he does, he says someone else does. Tries to slander and lie on them. That's your MO, and everyone knows it. I
want to say this.
Sure.
We don't have Facebook pages. We are not part of really anything. We have always kept to ourselves. We started this farm, and we didn't really have any plans but to just make a future for ourselves and our family. And we eventually got onto these pages, and David got onto these pages and started,
because they're agricultural involved,
and talking to people in our area and stuff. We have nothing to gain from this exposure.
No, we actually have a lot to not necessarily lose, but deal with because of crap like this.
We have no reason to lie. There is no reason to lie.
There's no ulterior motives, no nothing like that.
You go ahead and look for stuff on us, and we don't have anything out there. We don't.
Nope. I don't know what is. No. Anyways, I followed a link to his page. Follow. Yep, I sure did for him. I don't know. Keep going up.
You mean down? My cursor's going down.
Yeah, down. Sorry. Keep lying there, Sunshine. I called him Sunshine back because he likes to do that to invoke emotional response. It's actually a blog talk radio site. Don't care. You wouldn't. The truth. You lied about being wounded. And here we go. And letting people think you got injured in combat. Okay, let's touch on this real quick. In my video, I mentioned that I got injured on active duty. I was burnt, 2nd and 3rd degree burns, singed across my face a little bit. I have nerve damage and everything like that. And I got the scars to prove it. Everywhere. My service records will say the same thing. I never once said I was in combat. Never once alluded to I was in combat. I just said I was injured on active duty. If someone wants to read in that and think I got injured on combat, I don't know. That you did do and was caught doing. Caught doing what? Explaining what happened to me in the service? You're an idiot. Sorry to be frank, but he's trying to lead into something to make it something it's not. And then he keeps referring to stolen valor on here. Keeps calling me stolen valor. Stolen valor is a serious thing. I take it very serious.
I put it up there right along the lines of child molestation.
Yeah, his words. So he equates anyone who does stolen valor, which he's saying I am. So, David Roby, stolen valor is what they call it. Oh, that makes it even more credible. Like your fake PhD from King's Cross Victory Degree Mill, which he has a fake degree. And
I posted a screenshot, but it got deleted.
It says David Roby, actually Victory Bible College. Check again, stolen valor. So he starts calling me stolen valor because it kind of pissed him off with that comment, but it's true. On his LinkedIn, it says King's Cross Victory Degree.
Well, his Facebook page.
And his Facebook page, he has comments on there, which we have copies of all this, saying where he's getting this from King's Cross and all this stuff, and it's just a bunch of BS. So, anyways, moving on. Actually, Roby, yep, and your husband is ranked number 1 at that, which he's referring to child molestation, believe it or not. He's deleted the comment on that because he knows how he screwed up. But we have screenshots of it. I said, see, making stuff up again. I never once said anything about being wounded in combat. So keep yelling stolen valor. The video is out there of exactly what I said. So the video is out there of exactly what I said. Veterans and Warriors, Ashley Roby. It's funny how he's responding to my wife, but then he deleted all of her comments, so you can't see him. He did tell the world on a video he was burned in service to the nation, right? I did, and I was. I saved the video and sent it to people to look at. Who's your people, moron? What's that saying if you make that claim without saying it wasn't in combat? What are you? He's grasping at straws. And he's trying to paint a picture of me. I mean, the video's out there. It's on my page somewhere. We can put it up and provide it to you. My rebuttal to him was exactly what I said. I didn't say I was in combat. I didn't say I was wounded. I was shot. I was blown up or any crap like that. He just alludes to nothing. Scrolling down. I know. Well, let's finish this up quick, too, because I won't be up much longer. I said, what's the matter, McCormick? You sound triggered. I was, and I have the scars to prove it. I thought you were going to do a foil on me, which he threatened in his video to pull a foil on me and other people because that's what he does, makes threats. And Dave Roy, Philip Payton knows what you said, too, and he has that communication which doesn't match yours. I know what mine says.
Wait. Now he's speaking on behalf of Philip Payton, which I'm sure he hasn't even talked to.
No. Oh, I'm sure it's what is it?
That was like...
It's 2:52 a.m.
He tried using Philip.
Yeah, he tried using Philip Payton.
And I'm sure he washed his hands. My opinion, of course.
Or maybe they help each other out. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Since we all know you have a knack for cut and pasting, plus now being an admitted stalker, too, it's pretty clear you can't be trusted. Cut and pasting. That's his go-to. Whenever you say, I have proof and provide this, he yells, I've heard him yell this before, other people, oh, you just cut and pasted that and copied it in there. Explain this to you. And you'll see this, Jamie boy. There is a data tag on every photo. Okay? Every photo you take, when you make anything like that, there's a data tag that shows it's original. Anytime you modify or cut and paste or Photoshop that picture, that data tag changes along with it. You can't fake that. You can't do anything. All my stuff has original data tags on it, never been tampered, never been touched. Okay? So that line of crap is just that, a line of crap. Oh, being a minute stalker too. I'm not a stalker. Everything we found him again, is online. I did think about going up and trying to verify where his farm is, but it's just a waste of time because I don't believe it's out there. But if it is, it is. I'd like to see his acres and acres of bamboo since it's been since 2012 since he planted or something, according to his one Facebook page, which he's probably deleting and cleansing right now. Going up real quick. Ashley Roby, the whole world knows who I don't hide or lie. You lie and you hide everything.
I wish you could see what I've said on here.
I know. I have them screenshotted though. And then, of course, David Roby, this is who I am. Every soldier there was a hero. So he pulls this old article from his time in service. Okay. I don't care about his service in an issue like this. His service is his service. I respect his service. I told him that on here somewhere. But everything after that is total BS. I don't care. But this is what he falls back on. Look at my service. I was a hero. I did this. Good for you. Good for you. I'm glad you did and you served. So did I.
It really doesn't pertain to this argument.
Not at all. But that's how he falls back on it because that's the only thing that leads credibility to him. Get off the cut and paste BS. That's your go-to, LOL. And I went to explain to him, ID tag, stalker Harley, don't flatter yourself investigating a liar like you. Absolutely. Ashley Roby, yep, that's unacceptable. And your husband did a good service taking those pictures, but it's been fixed and therefore it's not an issue now. He's referring to the cemetery. So he's admitting, okay, the difference is I went to the cemetery and spoke directly to the staff. This is him admitting his lies. So let me say that again. It's unacceptable, the cemetery. That's unacceptable. And your husband did a good service taking those pictures, but it's been fixed, and therefore it's not an issue now. The difference is I went to the cemetery and spoke directly to staff. He went to the cemetery, spoke to staff, and he raised shit. Not me. I took pictures. Gave my technical expertise.
Because he asked you to.
Because he asked me to. So he just admitted right there what he did.
Oh.
And then he's lied about it several other places, several times. Even on here, I think.
I posted the picture that I attempted to show you guys. I don't know if you could stop.
I know. I said, I know about your service, and I respect that. It's everything after that that's highly questionable. So then Ashley said something about his fake degree from his degree mill.
I found the photo.
From his LinkedIn. And actually, so Christian Bible College don't rate your review. So he's trying to say that she's biased against a Christian Bible college, which we're not. We're religious.
It'd be a degree that costs $75. You have to wait 3 weeks to get it.
And then he says, David Roby, and I respect your service too, but don't appreciate all this attacking and trying to just stir up crap. He wants it to go away, but he started, and he keeps it up. He keeps up the stirring of crap. He's made comments other places. He's talked to people. He's sent my stuff up for review. He says one thing and then says something totally opposite later on. He doesn't respect my service because he says I'm stolen valor. And all I do is take pictures, provide them to you. LOL, nothing more. You did the rest, and you just admitted it, which is what he did. And he says, Ashley Roby, Trinity, Genesis, all fake too. Yes, Genesis is kind of fake. It looks very, very fake.
It's not government accredited, so it's really pointless.
Yeah, they're the ones saying we are not seeking Department of Education or federal government accreditation at all. So it's just it's another degree mill. Pay them money.
And you can use it on your LinkedIn and your Facebook page.
He did.
That spot as far as that
he goes, David Roby, I didn't do that Facebook hit and keep it up. I took it to the cemetery as adults should do and asked that it be fixed. It's been fixed, so no need to keep stirring that pot. Because he wants it to go away because he's been caught lying several times about it.
He's the one that brought it up.
He's the one that brought it up.
Again.
And I said, stop bending scripture to justify your means. You paid $75 for a fake degree, King's Cross Victory Bible. Look it up. It's on his LinkedIn. I'm sure he'll remove that if he's smart or change it. I said, liar, you don't respect me or my service. You attacked me first and then kept doing so. Calling me stolen valor is not respect. It's a lie perpetrated by you. I showed him, okay, show me which one I was asking for money that came to me. I am not the only one on those pages, by the way, so keep on trying. He is the only one on those pages. The only other person on those pages is his wife.
Yeah.
So he's trying. Someone else did it on his page for his benefit, but someone else did it
on all of his pages.
On all of his pages. That's what he does. He asks for money, and he says, "Oh no, I didn't do that." Before she could post up proof of that, picture screenshots, which we have of him actually doing that, he blocked her and started deleting her comments.
It's okay. It'll get out there.
Did you lie or did you not lie? It's that simple. Well, if he's referring to my service, no, I didn't lie. I don't know what he's talking about there. Calling me a liar and stalking me isn't respect either, because you are a liar, and I'm not stalking you. I'm investigating your crap. And I said, funny how you just blocked my wife. Are you deleting her comments? And are deleting her comments? Are you scared of a woman outing you? This is disrespectful. That's sexist, James. Oh. Very sexist. You don't want her to have a voice. And he let me keep commenting for like 30 minutes or more. I said, you're a liar here, McCormick, and we have tons of data to prove it, which we do. That's going, no, I just don't like a woman stalking me like that. Ooh, he's scared of women. She's tried to contact me in other areas too, and it's just weird. I'm just not interested in her. Oh, you are, that's nice. That's really insulting. So what he's saying is that my beautiful wife would have anything to do. Let me read that again. I don't like a woman stalking me like that. She's tried to contact me in other areas too, and it's just weird. I'm just not interested in her. You just got turned down by a stump, a 5'5" midget.
I'm taller than him.
Bro, stop with that crap. That is some stupid stuff to post. But hey, we have it. Screenshots. Wow.
Stop.
Well, he's going to insult you and then try to make it sound like you're like trying to contact him. She posts on other posts he makes for bullshit. So she posts and says, that's not true.
I didn't see that comment.
Yeah, I didn't see it. That's funny.
So now
I would never take, and I said I would never take a pay cut and drive an hour and a half for a job at the state cemetery so you could stop that lie, which is true. That was the problem. It was just not enough pay. Where you said you was upset that they wouldn't hire you and you felt offended because you had qualifications that would demand higher pay. That's not how it works, bro. Have you not been in a legitimate job market for like ever? Because regardless of that qualification, especially in state or federal hiring, when we're talking about state hiring here, it's a set pay rate. You can't go in and demand hire anything. There's a margin from this much pay to this much pay, and you can fall somewhere in between. Low scale, high scale, or somewhere in the middle, but you can't go in there. I didn't feel offended. They just couldn't pay me enough, and I feel bad that the state couldn't afford to pay, people to, fill those positions at a higher pay rate, especially when it comes to taking care of veterans in a cemetery setting. I wasn't offended at all. The lady was actually really nice.
It never worked anyways.
No, I live an hour and a half away, so I mean it's silly. He's just again making up stuff to try to twist it to make me look bad for whatever. And of course, after he blocked my wife, I said, here's a screenshot of you asking for money you asked my wife for just before you blocked her. And it's him on his...
I can't click on it.
Rising to the challenge. You can go on his page and look. We have screenshots at all. It's him, personally, James McCormick, asking for donations and money.
I need my farm up
multiple
and running.
times. Yeah.
Give me money.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but wait. He's basically for veterans.
Basically, he's wanting to get his farm up and running. And he keeps asking for donations and money and this, that, and the other, and help and assistance. He
doesn't just ask for donations. He asks for equipment. He asks for barbecue
Does anybody have this equipment? Does anybody? Yeah.
For picnic tables. I mean,
and he's asking for all this stuff for nothing to get his thing up and running.
And then labor. He wants people to come out
for the veterans
to do it all for him.
Which it's silly. Anyways, and I said when someone attacks me, as you did my wife, stands up for me, and I do the same for her. And then he goes, Dave Roby, look, you're not blocked on my personal page, and you have my cell number. I'm taking you off this site because you have nothing but personal attacks against me that you can take up with me in public face-to-face or on the air, radio, or email, or text me. Okay, Why does he want to meet me face to face so bad? He keeps saying that. Does he think he can get me face to face and evoke an emotional reaction from me? Does he think he could say something to trigger me and piss me off? You are nothing to me. Nothing. You are a person who slandered me, defamed me, and has done nothing but such. Okay? You don't do anything for veterans. Nothing of real substance. I haven't seen it. You know, you're like, I help all these hundreds of veterans and this, that, and the other. I have not found one thing except for news articles saying you've done this. I haven't seen pictures of events. I haven't seen testimonials or nothing from anybody. It's ghost. It's not there.
I think he might have helped Eric Grandin get some beehives.
Oh, yeah, there's Eric Grandin, Ed Forney's the other one, but Ed Forney.
I think he helped his own son get beehives as well.
I think he provided that through the state or something, or through roundabout through Forney or Grandin or someone like that. But Ed Forney's daughter was either married to his son or dated his son, or they were engaged. I have screenshots of all of that there, Jimmy Boy, too. So there's like a conflict there. So you're working for the state of West Virginia, and somehow Ed Forney gets involved. You know, there's stuff to look into, but it's whatever.
Yeah, that's not like conflict, and it's.
There's a whole bunch of wishy-washy weird stuff. But his son was provided with beehives and stuff, so, you know, that's nepotism or something to that extent. I believe the WVDA is aware of that, too.
My husband doesn't want to meet you in person, sorry.
No. If we ever bump into each other in person, I suggest you go the other way, and I'll go my other way. I don't want to hear your mouth. Lies pour out of them. I said, you sound confused. I talked to the Cemetery Administration in 2012 before moving back to West Virginia. It was a woman then, very nice, and they were looking for an interment crew foreman. I spelled that wrong. I declined because the pay was too low, nothing more, nothing less. Like I just said. David Roby, absolutely a nonprofit ministry that's been recognized for helping hundreds of vets in agriculture. Where is the proof? Yep, I like belong people succeed, and unlike the WVDA, we spend 100% on the vets and don't take a 22% admin cut, service cut. Again, his ignorance is so paramount. Of course they have to take an admin service cut. How the hell would they pay salaries for a program? How would you go about paying the administrative people who are doing stuff in that, which you used to get paid by the WVDA, and you had no problem taking, what was it, 37, 38 grand almost from WVDA, which I guarantee part of that was admin service cut for your pocket. You're okay with that. I see you turning on that salary you got at WVDA. You know, you don't spend 100% on vets. Show me the receipts. Show me where you actually spent this money, and I'll believe it then. Oh, comes from a site by two people again. This is where he started his stuff. See, it saves on here weird. It's weird. Oh. I'll start posting 11,000 emails and communications, including how money that was supposed to be used for veterans was instead put into 22% admin fee charges and payrolls for people not even associated with the veterans program. Bet that will be well received.
Did he just pull a Hillary Clinton?
Yeah. So basically what he's saying is he's removed emails. Yeah, and then he comes back and tries to say, oh, well, those were private. Those were my personal emails. No, don't. Go ahead and release those emails. I bet that won't be well received because you took 11,000 emails and communications from WVDA and moved them over to your own personal server off of their server for personal use and gain. I don't think that's legal, and you would pretty much get in trouble for that, I believe. But go ahead. Put them all out there if you have them. I doubt it. Better Industrial Hemp Coalition. That's another James McCormick page that we just found out on the other video. So he comes on from this is his MO. This is what he does. He comes on from another page of his and says, it's a shame really to see politicians and their cronies like this Roby guy just being trolls trying to promote political BS. This isn't political. This is like between me and him. He's trying to control a narrative there that's fake and stupid. To promote political BS, keep up the good work, Jim. You're pissing them off by telling the truth, and that's why you're the one we will follow. Joe Stevens. I put my name to it as well. Hey, Joe Stevens, or should I say Jim McCormick, why hide behind a page then? I don't hide behind a page. Put your face out there. Lies. That's James McCormick commenting from one of his other pages, which we've shown on the other one that we just found.
So now I have an alias, Joe Stevens.
So now he has a pen name. A couple authors. Anyways, go on. Comments made here are to expose you for the liar you are. I tagged Ken Leonhardt to make him aware of your defamation and slander. You haven't hit a nerve. We have been watching you since November when you attacked me for calling you out for abusing your position with Military of the Purple Heart to support Richard Ojeda. As we said in our other video, we've been paying attention to him because he continually attacks me and my name, and he does it whenever he can. So I said, go ahead. Well, you continue to comment from other pages, so I called him out on a comment from his other page, which he doesn't respond to any of these because he knows it's true, so he doesn't try to say anything. Oh, David Roby, you to the T. Since you blocked my personal Facebook page, I have to send this through this page. Yeah, I blocked your personal Facebook page because you're an asshat. You're a liar, and you defamed and slandered me. So I'm not going to leave you open to my page. No one else is blocked from my page. Just you. Sunshine, feel special. Silly. Oh, pause you did telling the state how teachers don't deserve a raise. Yeah, I know you very well, Roby. So he could watch a public comment session before the House where I did go and I made a speech to the House when they were talking about teachers' pay raises. Look at this straight here. They got pay raise last year. I don't believe they deserve an additional pay raise because West Virginia is 45th in the nation in education. And I believe raises are performance-based. So as soon as you turn in the numbers and start showing that we're bumping up from 45, hell, give you a 25% raise because you're showing results. That's how it works in the real world. In the real job market, again, he doesn't understand the way the job market works because obviously outside the military, after that, he hasn't really had a legit job. I don't really think he has, honestly. He worked for the WVDA and started getting paid in 1 or 2 years. Joining a peer position, you don't have a clue, and it's everyone's responsibility to let people know. Yeah, wow, it's all better. Oh, launch fizzled.
Where are you at?
I don't know. He's right here. He's talking about investigation. You launch fizzled, like your attempt to get that job running the cemetery and trying to get crap stirred up because you didn't hire. Liar.
Yeah, he mentions the cemetery a lot because he thinks he has one over on you, but we have a screenshot.
But I have a screenshot of the whole conversation. He says, I do too. Obviously you don't. You're bluffing. He thinks I'm bluffing. I'm not bluffing. I have everything. So keep on trying to bluff or whatever. And remember data tags. So if you edit any of those photos or anything, you're going to get caught. Then he says, David Roby, personal emails. David Roby. David Roby, personal emails, David Roby. I use personal email and cell phones. He's all flustered up because I said, that's probably illegal. And I guess you're watching me since November now like a stalker. No, I'm investigating an a-hole who defames and slanders me because you got out for me.
Why would you have state data, state information on your personal emails, Hillary?
I don't know.
I mean, James.
You shouldn't have that, buddy. You know. Well, we are watching too, Mr. Roby, watching you continue to stalk and harass and even calling this personal. It is personal. You made it personal by attacking and defaming me. How is it not personal? When you talk crap about someone and then they come back and blow you up and you start making up lies and everything, that's just the way it is. I know, it's late. This personal, well, then let's meet and discuss. Again, let's meet. He wants to meet me awfully bad for some reason. The only way I would meet you is in front of a cop.
I'm sorry, James. My husband's not interested. It's late. I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
Oh, my God. No, I'm not interested there, Stump. The only way I'd meet you is in front of a cop because I don't trust you. Oh, third time you have publicly stated I'm being watched and followed. No one said you're being watched and followed. No one said that. We've been investigating you all online. There's no need to come look at you. Your stuff is all there until you start deleting it, probably.
I'm just, okay. He says, insistent stalking me and most likely my wife and kids. Whoa.
Yeah. No, I don't care about that.
No.
And you brought my wife and kids into this before too there, bud.
I don't even care if your wife was part of your first page, your Raising Cane's, which you established in 2012 by stating that she was a part of it. I'm not going to bring your wife and your children into this.
So this is after he's triggered. He goes, you are obviously unstable, a liar, and a coward, David. Again, what he is, he says about others. I have no time to play your games. Since you refuse to meet me and insist on stalking me, and most likely my wife and kids too, then I'll take this threat to the report. I said, going up. That's where I responded to his teacher thing. I said, report me to the state police. I have heard that one before, which he's said that threat before. They are more than welcome to come look at all the evidence we have collected. You're crazy if you think I'm going to meet you anywhere. You are the unstable one, which is true. And if he wants to report me to the police, I'll have a sit down with the state police, whoever, and show them all of this stuff. They can have copies of it. And then they'll start going,
Who is this guy again?
Who is this guy again? So go ahead, call it out there. Oh, I don't go around my wife watching you. In fact, I could care less what you do, but watching me and stalking me is pretty bizarre. See, he's trying to put this narrative that he's being stalked or watched. No, we're investigating you over social media to see what dirty crap you're into. What up with that? I don't even know her. You don't need to know her. You insulted me and her. So I think that's all, is it? There was another post, but you can't open that one up. Or did you get it open? Yeah.
I'm talking on yet another
So here's
page.
a bad thing. Farmer Veteran Coalition, this is totally unacceptable. It's true.
He never answered back on that.
And I said, Mr. McCormick, we know this is you, yet again, commenting from another page you run. And he is. He's the commander of the Western. This is a page. And if you go to that page, it's the James McCormick Show.
Yeah, just like the other page right up here.
So, I mean, so this is a rundown of this little back and forth with him. His best thing to do is just dissolve all your BS crap and fake ag stuff.
Bleach it all. Bleach it all.
I heard bleach bit. Is that what it was? Wipe your servers. Bleach bit it all. Doesn't matter.
Run.
We have it all and it's backed up. And I have copies in a secure location too. It's silly because he thinks he's got one up, but all he does is make up lies and twist stuff around to suit his need. Everything I say is factual, and I have proof to back it up. I'm not afraid to put it all out there, which I think honestly the best thing Mike to do is just to set up a web page, not Facebook, because then he'll report Facebook and have it. Oh, this is threats of harassing and stalking, and he'll have it removed.
I don't even know. There's so much information and so many screenshots. I don't know how to organize them all.
It would take a little bit. The question is, do we take the time to bother?
It's out there. Just ask for it.
It's out there. Just ask for it.
Or look at it.
So in this page that he has hijacked again from the West Virginia Department of Agriculture, 4,382 people like it, and 4,360 people follow this. He got all of those follows as the page was for the state. So don't get it mixed up that this page is something he's done. Everyone follows James McCormick. No, he's basically hijacked this page from the state. So that's it. Video number 2. We may make another one later. Who knows?
38 minutes.
But yeah, it was short, 38 minutes long. So thank you for watching. Thank you for caring. If you don't care, I don't blame you. I wouldn't care about some of this stuff too, because this man's absurd. But we felt the need that it needs to be exposed and put out there. Again, he's no longer a state employee. He was resigned from that job in January. Why would you resign from that? That's like an epitome for this guy, for what he's been working for his whole, since 2009 or whatever. And he gets a job with the state as an administrator for a program, and then he says, well, he's part of ways. And
because he has better things to do.
He has better things to do.
I haven't seen these better things.
I haven't seen his better things.
Actually, he seems pretty desperate.
And when he told everybody he left for this advocate thing in D.C., which now that page is no longer up, and the links to the advocate page in D.C. do not work.
And the Vets for Energy is no longer up and running.
So his stuff is coming down slowly but surely. And I will continue working on this because frauds and liars like this need to be exposed. He may have had a good military career, but everything after that is total bunk and crap. Like I said, I respect his military career. Thank you for your service. But, everything you've done after that is highly questionable. And
shame on you.
Shame on you. Thank you.